Congressman Raul Ruiz surveyed the damage left behind by Hilary from up above today in a CHP helicopter. I spoke with him at the Palm Springs airport just moments after he landed.
Congressman Ruiz, first off, what did you see up there?
Well, we saw the damages from Tropical Storm Hilary all the way from Desert Hot Springs to Desert Shores and everything in between. And the big takeaways was that the damage was pretty extensive. There are infrastructure damages that will take a very long time to repair. I wanted to go up to give a qualitative assessment to President Biden and the White House in terms of the damages that we have here, so that we can encourage and urge him even further to declare a major disaster.
Was it worse than you anticipated?
Yeah, it was worse than I anticipated. I saw some infrastructure, some streets that had totally been eroded away. And the Dade Palm Vista Chino area had a significant hit in terms of its infrastructure and cleanup and the homes around that area in Cathedral City. Desert Hot Springs is going to take some time to repair some of those streets and roads, and Dillon Road, for example, Indian Canyon Road. And the other thing that's very important to note is that the train in Union Pacific eastbound is completely stopped because of the derailment that occurred there. So there's a lot of commerce implication. And the important thing here is that we all need to do our part in informing the county of all the damages to our homes and to our businesses. It doesn't matter how big or how small. I think right now the Imperial and Riverside, San Bernardino counties are collecting all of that. Once we reach the 70 million plus worth of damages threshold, then we meet the criteria for a major disaster. And if we can count on over 700 homes that have been damaged throughout the entire Southern California, not just here, but also in the coastal areas, then we can open up fundings for individual home support from the federal government. So right now, call the Emergency Management Department or go to Riverside County or go to rivcoready.org and put your assessment of damages there, small businesses as well as homes or any business, so that way we can get a good tally of the complete damages done by Tropical Storm Hilary.
Are you hopeful that people who need assistance will get that quickly?
You know, it's very difficult right now. The people that have damage to their homes, they need to call their insurance companies, their home insurance companies right now and put in the claim early, and so that way they can have their idea and estimate of costs, and they can report that as well so that we could tally up the total cost. Now, the state declared an emergency, so there will be some state funds to assist the counties and the local municipalities. We really need to get a good assessment of the total damages in order to get a major declaration determined by the president and the federal government to open up the FEMA funds and the Small Business Administration's loan programs for homeowners with low interest rate loans or small businesses in order to start all of this repair, including the long-term work that's necessary to fix our roads and our bridges.
All right, Congressman, we appreciate you speaking with us.
Thank you.